Well, well. Good morning, sleepyhead. You finally decided to join me, did you? I'm glad, because I was starting to get a bit worried about you. My restoration charm usually only takes around 23 minutes, but you've been sleeping for about 97. You must have been exhausted. You definitely look it. Not in an insulting way. Just that while you were out, I noticed a few marks and scratches. Your eyes look bruised and shallow. I mean, it could be worse, considering you decided to venture through Slainoak Forest alone, I presume? At least, I hope you were alone. Not that I'm wishing misery upon you, but if you weren't, then your friends are probably lost to the fog. I didn't see anyone else out there. Were you alone? You were. Interesting, but good, I suppose. You look human. Not like the regular adventurers I seem to come across. Owlbears, imps, and the rogue goblins, but let's not get started talking about them. Wait. That is unless you paid someone for a mirror spell. Maybe glamour or a simple transformation ritual. Why didn't I think about this before? I just saw you injured near the glowberry bushes and brought you back here without a second thought. Listen, if you plan on attacking me, I wouldn't. This house is my weapon, okay? One wrong move, and the closest object to you will knock you straight back into that well-needed slumber of yours. Understand, Sleeping Beauty? Good. You don't look like you plan on causing a problem. At least, not now that I've saved you. Whatever the reason, I'll accept it. Can I actually trust you? Huh? Maybe. What do you mean, maybe? Well, now I know that I can trust you. A foe would have simply played into my fantasy and said yes, only to strike me when I least expect it. But instead, I can tell you just wanted to be a little intimidating. Understandable, but there's no need for that. I can see right through you now. Not literally. I don't have a spell for that yet, although it would be interesting, wouldn't it? Seeing right through someone's bone structure and looking in. Why did I save you? It's a bit of a silly question, don't you think? I'm not just gonna leave a wounded human out in the middle of Slainoak. I'm not the only habitant, you know. Or maybe you don't know. That would explain why you thought it was safe to venture alone. Only someone with a death wish would do that. You aren't from around here, are you? I didn't think so. You really shouldn't put yourself in such danger, you know. Slainoak is a very, very scary place. Treacherous land that even I wouldn't dare adventure alone. But I have my own means of protection. And anyway, I haven't saved you yet. From the looks of it, you've been hexed. Yes, hexed. I know it sounds very scary. That's because it is, a little bit. But you're in good hands. Knowledgeable, witchy, sometimes clumsy hands, but nevertheless, the last one isn't important, so you can relax. Chair, here please. Thank you. Don't look so alarmed. I did warn you that this house is my weapon, but it's also my friend. And yours too for the time being, if you behave. That couch you're lying on can do the same thing, but it's being pretty well behaved right now, aren't you? Anyway, we can talk about all of that once I have you mended. How do you feel? You look quite fatigued. Even after my restoration charm was quite interesting, actually. Tired. Weak. May I ask, how's your vision? A little hazy. Do you mind if I do a little test on you? No need to look so apprehensive. It's nothing to be scared of. It won't hurt, I promise. Here. All you have to do is have a look at this. You see this small orb of light in my hand? I'm presuming it's quite dim for you from the lack of eye squinting. Is that correct? Well, I believe I know what the problem is. A radiance perception hex. I'm quite well versed in these kinds of spells, so I should be able to cure you pretty easily. What is that? Well, to put it simply, a radiance perception hex dims all light in your view. That effect can become very taxing on your energy as your eyes have to strain to see through the darkness, which, when in Slainoak, is very important. That place is pitch black, as I'm sure you found out. When you're in such a dark forest affected by such a diminishing hex, that's probably how you ended up fainting. You might think it seems dark in here, right? It's actually quite generously illuminated. You're just a little bit frazzled at the moment. Did that make sense? Good. I'm glad. So, now that you understand, do you have any questions? You want to know what it was that hexed you? I'm sure it was just some random bush or something. I'm sure that's not important right now. We should focus on getting you up on your feet, okay? What? Me? Why do you think it would have been me? I only know about this stuff because I have lots of time to study magic and alchemy. Me. You really think it was me? Okay, fine. Fine, it was me. I admit it. But I promise it wasn't on purpose, alright? Please don't be angry at me. I mean, if it was on purpose, I wouldn't have saved you. I could have just left you in the dark and let the wolves eat you, but I was nice. And in my defense, you came walking into my forest. How was I meant to know you weren't a threat? No, it wasn't a targeted attack, alright? I didn't see you. I have hexes set up in the flowers. That glowberry bush I was talking to you about. I may or may not have hexed that a few days ago. It's not my fault you went towards it. I'm sorry, okay? But I'll fix it. I have a cure. I just need you to be patient and work with me a little bit, alright? I have a special tea that I can brew for you. I may or may not have accidentally hexed myself a few times in the past. Trying to set up these glowberry bush traps was a little bit harder than I expected, so I quickly had to study what the remedy was. Lucky for you, I have it saved and prepared. If I hadn't figured out the cure, I probably would have slept my entire life away in this cabin, and you probably would have got found by goblins, which I think your fate would have been much worse. But that doesn't matter now, right? You forgive me, don't you? I know we don't really know each other, but I'm trying my best. Let me start making the cure, okay? You can just lay back and rest for a little bit. I know you're still quite dizzy. Now, where is my teapot? There you are. Come over here for me. Thank you. So, I'm gonna need some emberberry root, some lilac tulip stems, a little bit of smoked bark that I sneakily retrieved from some passing paladins, and stealing. No, that doesn't count as stealing. Otherwise I would have said that. I like to see it as a mandatory passing toll for walking through the forest. I promise you, sipping this brew won't make you an accomplice to a crime. Trust me. Also, how about I throw in some of my secret ingredient? Now, this might just be a bit of an elf's tale, but it's said that berries picked by pixies give you good luck. I believe it personally. Do you want to try some? Perfect. Let's add some of that in there as well, please, Teapot. Thank you. And now, can you go fill yourself up with some water and get to boiling? Thank you. Perfect. Now we just have to wait, I guess. I hope you don't mind, but I do have to ask something. Why on earth did you come to Slainoak? I mean, I'm sure that everyone knows by now this is a very dangerous place to visit. What on earth were you looking for? Alone? A what? A witch? You were looking for me? Why did you want me? I've heard the tales they spread about the witch in Slainoak. They think I'm some evil, spooky woman that likes to curse people for the fun of it. And before you laugh, yours was an accident again. I'm not as evil as everyone thinks. Did they send you to attack me? Ah, I see. Someone in your group has fallen sick. Well, considering the rumors they spread about me, you must have been willing to do almost anything to save them. I've heard some of the terrible rumors that humans come up with about me. They get passed through the forest, through the leaves. People think that in an exchange for a cure, I then make one of their family members sick, or their loved ones. I would never do that. But yet, people believe what they hear. I'm surprised you were brave enough to come and find out. I mean, for all you know, they could have been completely correct. I hope you don't still believe them. I mean, I guess now that I accidentally hexed you, it didn't really put me in good standing, did it? You forgive me? Thank you. It's been a while since I have spoken directly to a human. Anyone, in fact, unless it was someone in the forest threatening me for my cabin and belongings. That's why I don't really leave that much. But I can try and help cure your friend. What exactly is wrong with them? They're very sick and their skin is a pale purple, almost like a bruise. May I ask, are they often ill in the evenings and not the morning? I see. I think I might be able to help you. I have an inkling they might just need some oyster mushroom soup and potentially an 𝐃𝐨𝐬𝐫𝐿𝐼𝐴 remedy. However, we have a little bit of a problem. An Auxilius remedy can only be cast by a witch, specifically one that already knows the spell, which narrows it down quite a lot. It's been many, many, many years since I even left the forest, never mind communicated with a group of humans. I don't know if I can do that. You think I can? I'm sure you do if it means I save your friend. You really think so? I guess the least I could do as an apology to you is to help your friend in return. Okay. I'll try. I'll come with you so long as you don't let any of them hurt me. I know some people get quite scared of witches nowadays. You wouldn't let them? Well then, in that case, how about you drink this brew? You should start feeling better within, I'd say, 10 minutes. Hopefully your vision comes back and we'll do some more tests. Then I'll pack up some oyster mushrooms and bring my Noxidius spellbook and we can go together. Does that sound okay? Good. It's the least I can do to compensate for my clumsy witch mistakes. I promise. I won't be that clumsy when I'm around your friends. I swear. I swear on my cabin, in fact. That's how you know I'm telling the truth. Drink up. Let's focus on you first.